Hey, Joe here, and in this video, we're looking to move forward. Let's make some progress. So there's a lot to do under the hood at this point since the engine and transmission have both been completely out. What I'm working on right now is this new boosted fabrication transmission mount that I got from them. I got it bolted on there, the 2G trans with this 1G bracket, and then the boosted fabrication bracket, and then I have the mount that goes up there next. And there's the other half installed, roughly. I left them loose so that when I jack this transmission side of the drivetrain up, there's enough play there for it to fit exactly where it needs to be. Right now, all the mounts are loose, and it tends to lean down to that side. So that should come up, and that bolt hole should line right up after I do that. The boosted fabrication 2G and a 1G automatic transmission mount. Bolted right up real nice. I had to stick a jack under the transmission like I thought, got it all to line up. I kind of let it sag back down again a little bit while I tightened it because it changes the way my exhaust comes out the fender a little bit. So it worked perfect for me. So that's great. That saved me a lot of time. Back underneath the car. I think the last thing that I'm really concerned about fitment on is the differential to the axle. Probably more in the axle situation. The differential is now located that spacer farther to the passenger side of the car, plus this distance right here between this surface of the diff housing and the actual mouth of the bell housing. This distance right here is wider than it is on the first gen transmission. So the distance from here to the other end of that axle is different, and it may be too long to use this axle I have. The good news is I think I can use a 2G axle here because they're longer than this 1G axle, and that may be just what I need. So I guess I got to get to figuring that out. Okay. Not what I wanted to find, but not unexpected. I have two problems. Two axles, two problems. I got this one fitted in here, basically, but I have the lower ball joint disconnected. I do that to remove them. And you can see that where the ball joint goes is quite a ways in of where the ball joint is located. It doesn't really, I mean, I can get it to line up, but if I do, this boot's pulled out, stretched pretty tight. Now, that doesn't bother me too much because, like I said, I have a 2G axle I think will fix this issue. It's this side where it becomes an issue. Because this axle, the diff is now moved over. You can see how it's basically touching. I think I can fit a piece of paper through right here. But the diff is so much farther over that there used to be like a 1/2 inch or a 3/4 of an inch gap there. That's gone. So that makes this axle now too long. And this one's easy to see. If I try to get... yeah, you can see that the cast iron portion back there is way outside of where the ball joint wants to be, or where it is located. And if I try to pull this in, I can't even. Yeah, you can hear the thud. That's this axle compressing as far as it will compress right here. That's it. So that axle's too long to even bolt this back together down here. So I'm gonna have to try to figure something out. I think a 1GB front wheel drive axle with a 27 spline inner. It's definitely shorter than this 2G axle I have in here right now. I'm hoping it will be short enough if I can find one. So that'll do it for today. Got to source an axle, and as far as the top side goes, starting at the bottom and then covering everything up from there. So what I need to work on first is the new transmission cooler line that's going to run from the RD port up to where the cooler goes, and then the other line that goes back from the cooler to the pan. So that'll be next. See you then.
Put cheese on it.